24/7.
Hi, can you check and see if you have any fashion magazines back there? Preferably something from Paris, all right? Cass?
Nuts.
Cass?
Oh, hi, there you are. I was just going to look for you.
Were you really?
Yeah, that's what I was doing down here.
Oh, you forgot our room number?
Now, let's not start off a beautiful day with sarcasm.
Okay, I'll be serious if you will.
You're on.
I want an honest answer.
You're on there, too.
What kind of trouble are you in now, Cass?
See you tonight, honey.
I'm not leaving just yet.
Corey Publishing doesn't mind if you punch in late.
Here, let me help you dry those dishes.
She just offered to dry the dishes.
Mama, don't tease me, okay?
What's happened?
What makes you think anything's happened?
Oh, you were up and dressed and out the door like a bird your first day of work, and now you're drying dishes just not to go.
Well, it's better than collating.
Wedding?
Collating. Putting together 60 trillion copies of a stockholders report that's 57 million pages long.
Is that what you do all day?
That's the most interesting thing I do.
You're bored with it already?
Mama, what will Matthew think when he finds out that I can't stand working for his family's company?
Hey, John, I'm in here.
Mike,
Hey.
you on your way out?
Yeah, but I got a couple minutes. What's up?
We need to talk
All right, I'm all ears.
about Chris.
Oh.
I know it's not your favorite subject.
Liars are not my favorite subject.
I don't think that she did it out of malice.
John, I don't care why she did it. She did it.
I understand, but try to look at it from her point of view.
Well, what is her point of view?
She's got a problem.
I know. She's got a problem. I don't.
Yeah, I know. I do. It's my problem, Mike. And I need your help dealing with it. What do you say?
Cass, you can tell me anything.
Anything?
Within reason.
Nicole, I swear to you, by anything you want to name, I'm not in trouble this time.
You're gambling again, aren't you?
What? What makes you think I'm gambling?
Well, you went back to Bay City suddenly without any explanation.
What has that got to do with gambling?
And what about the phone calls?
What phone call?
The mysterious ones you make while I'm in the shower or falling asleep?
All those phone calls. How do you hear them if you're in the shower or asleep?
Don't
Gotcha.
try to divert me.
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Because for some reason I will never understand. I love you, you idiot.
Well, I love you too, but I don't go around calling you names in public.
Oh, Cass.
What?
I couldn't bear it if anything happened to you.
Nothing is going to happen to me.
I wish I could believe that.
Believe it because I say it.
Oh, no. You say one thing and everything you do points to the opposite.
Well, I admit I do have a quixotic nature.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you'd call it, huh?
What would you call it?
Sneaky might describe it better.
Sneaky, huh? Thank you very much.
Well, you sneaked out of the room while I was washing my hair, and just now, you tried to sneak away from me when I saw you here.
I have things to do.
Well, what things?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you yet.
Cass, how long am I supposed to wait? Till we're married? And I spend sleepless night after sleepless night wondering where you are and what you're up to?
It won't be like that, I promise you.
Well, it's like that now.
But you're gonna make a better man out of me, huh?
Well, it's nice to see the two of you are making up.
Well, things aren't always what they seem to be, Felicia.
Cass, look who I ran into.
Arnie! Arnie Gallo! Son of a gun, how you doing?
What do you know? He remembers me.
How could I forget the #1 jockey in the world?
Even remembers what I do for a living.
Still the same old joker, huh, Arnie?
One in every pack.
It's good to see you. Let me introduce you to my fiancée,
Oh, Felicia
Nicole.
introduced us yesterday.
Nicole's a little frosty right now, but she warms with a little thawing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Arnie. I know I shouldn't take it out on you.
Now, that's okay. Winthrop being hard on you?
No more than usual.
Yeah, well, Wally used to say if you can put up with Winthrop, you can take anything life hands out to you.
True. Very true. What brings you down here, Arnie?
Oh, I live just a few miles south of here.
Then you must know just about everybody that hangs out in the casinos, huh?
Only the ones worth knowing.
Look, I'm gonna let you catch up on old times. I'm gonna go check on the reservations.
Oh, okay. Listen, if you two are both packed, I was thinking maybe we could rent a car.
Oh.
Sure, that sounds
Good?
fine.
Okay.
There's a car rental place.
Arnie, I'll see you in a few minutes, all
Yeah.
right?
Arnie, I need your help.
What, you're short of cash again?
No, nothing like that.
Well, why the long face?
Since you know just about everybody that hangs out around these places, you ever seen this guy? Do you know anything about him?
It's not just the job, Mama.
What else is bothering you?
I'm worried about you.
There's no cause to worry about me.
Mama, come on. You're working when I get up in the morning, and you're still at it when I go to bed at night.
So hard work never hurt anybody.
But all you do is work.
Let's get back to your job at Corey Publishers, okay?
What about it?
This could lead to something better. It could open up a real future for you.
Not if Richard Corey has anything to say about it.
Maybe if you went out of your way to be real pleasant with her.
Mama, she doesn't like me, and she never will. She doesn't think I'm good enough for Matthew.
What does he think you're good enough for?
Morning, Jason. This is
Shirley.
Corey.
I should have known that, shouldn't I?
Let it alone, Jason.
Yeah, I just don't want her being upset by Rachel's high, fancy airs, that's all.
What are you talking about, Uncle Jason?
Well, she didn't have any more than you did when she went after your Uncle Stephen.
Really?
Yeah, when he dumped her, she hit the jackpot with Matt Corey.
Mom, is that true?
It's the way your uncle sees it.
Willis told you all about that. I was every part of it myself.
Willis has been known to stretch the truth, just like you.
Have it your own way. I just don't think that she should get upset by Rachel until she knows exactly what happened.
Rachel's changed, just like the rest of us.
And she changed for the better. She's gone from a beautician's daughter to running that big publishing
Yeah,
company.
you've got to give her credit for that.
Right. And she sees the potential in this young lady, and she sees somebody who can do the same thing with her life.
You really think so?
Yeah.
You better get off to work.
Oh, come on, Mom. I want to hear more about what Uncle Jason has to say.
Until you leave that job, you do it right.
Okay. I'll see you tonight.
Hey,
Hope
aren't you
don't
forgetting
die at the copy
something?
machine. Yes, Mama. Mwah.
Have a good day.
Okay, I'll try. Bye, Uncle Jason.
Bye, sweetheart.
Why are you filling her head with all that gossip?
It's not gossip, and you know that.
It's just going to get her all confused.
Why are you getting so upset about this, Charlotte?
Stephen is dead, Jason. You can't go raising his ghost to fight our battles for us.
That is not what I'm doing.
I tell you, you just stop filling your head with what you think went on while you were wandering the world as a sailor. You hear?
I don't think that Chris does the thing she does because she wants to. There's got to be some reason for her behavior.
All right. What happened exactly?
She told Charlene that she had a dress, a wedding dress, for her wedding to me.
Well, just how close have you and her gotten?
Not that close.
Well, what would make her say something like that to Charlene?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, you haven't done or said anything to lead her to believe that you'd marry her?
No, I mean, quite on the contrary. As a matter of fact, she'll come on to me real hot and heavy when I'm ready to follow through. She doesn't want anything to do with me.
How long has that been going on?
Well, a lot longer than I care to admit.
Sounds to me like, John, with all this lying and all this behavior, why do you put up with that?
Because I really care for her.
even though she's kind of lost and confused right now.
She sounds troubled. Maybe she could use a little professional help. I mean, Mary McKinnon might be glad to talk to her.
Yeah, Vince said that Mary's down in Washington, visiting Cheryl.
She'll be back.
Well, I don't know how long I can wait.
Stop seeing this girl, John.
Mike, she works with me.
She doesn't have to.
Are you suggesting that I fire her?
Gently, but I would do it before the situation gets out of hand.
Well, Zach Edwards said that she may charge me with sexual discrimination on the job.
Hey, come on, I'll go to court. I'll tell her that she came on to me.
No, I don't want it to get to that. Jason and I are just starting this business.
John, get
Last
rid of
thing
this
we need
woman
is a
fast.
She needs help, Mike.
So will you if you don't get rid of her, John. We've seen how she operates. I'm warning you, man. This woman is dangerous.
So what do you think?
I've been wondering why a guy with a kisser like that's always alone.
And you do know him.
I've seen him.
Recently?
Last couple of days.
You have any idea where he stays when he's here?
Not yet.
But you could find out.
Oh, I need a day or two.
Oh, man, I'm supposed to go home today with Nicole. Okay, I'll stick around and see what you turn up. I really appreciate this, Arnie.
Now, Wally would want me to do it for him.
No, I owe you one.
Well, I'll call it in right now, okay?
Okay, what can I do for you?
I didn't want to ask Felicia, but, Wallingford. How'd he do at the finish line?
I think it was a fast finish, Arnie. And I think it was the way he always wanted it, with his hat by the door and his dice where he could get his hands on him fast. He had a good life, Arnie.
Thanks. That's what I wanted to know.
Okay, guys, listen. How would it be if we all had breakfast together? Arnie, Mitch and I have this terrific place we found. Cass?
You are coming, aren't you?
This Mitch guy sounds like a good guy.
Good enough to marry?
You too?
Love is definitely, as they say, in the air.
Yeah, tell me about it. Seems like all my old cronies are getting married, setting up housekeeping.
I'd love it if you come to my wedding. I think you could.
I'm not big on formal occasions, unless they're at the racetrack. You have it there, we got something going. That reminds me, though, I want to catch the doubles, so I'll see you later.
Well, wait, Arnie, are you sure you can't come to breakfast?
Next time, maybe.
You know, we're going to go back to Bay City this afternoon. I'm just not so sure there's going to be a next time.
Well, there's always a next time.
What does he mean by that?
You expect me to know?
I'll be in touch, Cass.
Thank you, Arnie.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Nikki. You better keep this one on a tight rein.
Oh, listen. Do you have some other advice for me?
What were you talking to Arnie about for so long? And what do you mean about there's always a next time?
Felicia, I have the most outstanding idea for you and Mitch. You're gonna love it.
Something tells me I'm really going to hate this.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Brattle. I had that information in your file. I can't find it. May I call you back when I locate it? I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Brattle. I have to take another call. Hold on, please. Corey Publishers? No, she's not in today. May I take a message? No, this is not the regular receptionist. She's late. Perhaps Miss Barnes' secretary could help you. Would you hold on? I'll transfer the call. Gladys, could you take a call on 38 for Harriet? Thank you. Mr. Brattle. Oh, dear. He hung up.
Mrs. Matthews, I'm really sorry I'm late.
Did you file the Brattle promotion material yesterday I gave you?
Oh, I didn't finish all the filing, so I put them all right here.
Why didn't you leave it on my desk?
I'm sorry, I didn't know. Let's see. Here it is right here.
Alistair Brattle is one of our most distinguished authors. Because of you, I sounded like a jabbering idiot on the phone with him just now.
I said I was sorry.
The things that I ask you to do are important. You may not think so, but they are.
I promise you I'm going to try to do better, okay?
I hope so. I've heard other complaints about your work.
From who?
Whom, Josie? From whom? Mr. Bates, apparently you jammed the copier. No one could use it till it was repaired.
Come on, everyone jams those things. I'm sure Aunt Liz has even jammed it a couple times.
Matthew, we all have to pull together if this company is going to survive.
Well, you're not going to save the company by coming down on Josie.
Do you think you could file yesterday's material today, and then we would get on with the rest of today's work?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Josie.
Matthew, please, you heard her. I've got so much to do.
She's just worried about Mac like everyone else.
Yeah, and she's also right about me.
So I see her hauling in this heavy load of supplies, you know, all by herself. So I'm coming off break, I got nothing to do, and I walk over, ask her if she needs some help. Well, she whips around and looks at me like I'm some kind of insect or something and says, I've done all right all my life without creeps like you.
Oh, man, why didn't you tell me this before?
Most of the time, she's nice, you know? I mean, she flares up now and then. Hey, it can't be easy for a skirt working with us. I mean, we're not exactly the debonair types, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Appreciate you being so candid.
Look, John, I don't want to get her in trouble.
Neither do I. That's why I asked you to speak to me privately.
Well, I won't say nothing.
Good. Thanks, Mel.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
What's going on here behind my back?
John, I'm going to check that cement mixer, see how the repair's going.
Yeah, see you, Mel. I'm waiting for an answer.
Sit down, Chris.
I don't want to sit down.
Mel and I were having a little discussion about you.
Yeah, Mel's never liked me. He never has.
Well, I like you.
Well, John.
That's not much help.
Okay, what are you trying to tell me?
I'm real sorry, Chris. But we can't work together anymore. Not with things the way they are.
Oh, when you give a girl the gate, you really slam it shut.
I'll make sure that you get 2 weeks severance pay and good references.
References? Professional or personal?
I beg your pardon.
You're not gonna get away with this.
Chris.
What?
Think it over before you decide to do anything.
Don't you tell me what to do. I don't have to think this over. I've got rights, and I'm gonna fight for them.
Well, it has finally happened. You have totally lost your mind.
Come on, Felicia. It's just your style.
Getting married at the racetrack? What do you see? Do you see me coming out of the starting gate with a horseshoe of roses wrapped around my head?
Now, you know, I hadn't thought of that.
Oh,
No.
Cass.
We'll do it in the pavilion.
No, we will not do it in the pavilion. You just forget about this.
Felicia!
And you're not going to talk me into this, Cass. You are really not, so don't.
Okay, I guess it was a dumb idea.
Dumb? This was the dumbest idea you've ever had, and believe me, that is going some.
I'm sorry.
Married at the racetrack.
It was just this, mental image that I had, that's all.
Of what?
No, never mind.
No, what?
No.
Tell me what?
Of Wally up there, looking down at you in your high-fashion finest, right in the middle of the oval.
Wally?
Wally looking down, watching you and Mitch getting married in the place that he felt most at home.
I can't see him doing that.
So can I.
Wait a minute.
What?
You and Arnie, you set this up, didn't you?
No, what makes you say that?
Did. Remember I said come to my wedding, and he said he only would if it were at a racetrack.
Oh, he knows that Wally would have gotten a big kick out of this, that's all.
Okay, you rat. I'll do it on one condition.
What?
You make it a double ceremony.
Now who's the rat?
No, I will only do it if you do it.
No deals
I will
here.
only do it if you do it.
I told you, I'm not going to be rushed into this.
You're
I
not
have
going to
to
pull
ease
this
into-
one on
No,
me.
no. You're not going to pull this one on me.
Okay, gang, we're all set. We go pick up the car and have breakfast.
Okay.
Why don't you guys go ahead without me
To breakfast?
to Bay City?
Oh, Cass.
Something came up with Arnie, and I have to follow up on it.
You know, he's always been peculiar, but for some reason this trip he's worse.
What are you doing here?
Hi.
Oh, you just been standing out here, Chris.
I don't know.
All right, what's wrong?
I just got fired.
What?
John fired me.
You didn't tell me anything about it.
Well, of course not.
What's that supposed to mean?
He knows you'd want the entire story.
All right, what is the entire story? Come on.
You wouldn't believe me. Men stick together on these things.
I'm also your friend. Come on inside, Tony. I always thought John felt you did a real good job.
John has no complaints about my work.
Then what is it? Why did he fire you?
He obviously can't accept that I'm not interested in anything with him outside of work.
Chris, I thought you guys were dating.
Sure. Only because I didn't want to lose my job.
That's why he fired you?
Yeah, I never thought it would come to this.
I even thought you guys had a real special thing going.
Oh, Jason, that's what he wanted you to think. He was using me to, I don't know, to prove something to you. I didn't want to do it, but I had no choice.
You got a choice now.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got your job back, too.
Really?
He can't fire employees without consulting me.
Oh, Jason. You won't regret this. I promise you.
Have there been any calls from Mrs. Corey?
Yes. These are for Mrs. Corey, and these are for Mr. Corey.
Fine. And the filing?
It's all done.
Josie, I'm sorry I was cross with you this morning, but we're all under pressure now.
I understand.
We have to keep totally organized in order not to fall behind.
Are you organized enough so Josie can take a coffee break?
Does your mother know you want to take Josie away from her work?
Yeah, I can take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Make sure the phones are covered if you should leave your desk.
Oh, Matthew, I don't know if I want to work here anymore.
Why? Because of my mom or that Bates guy?
No, it's more because of my mom.
Wait a minute. I thought she was coming around.
Oh, she is, but... Well, I think she needs me at home. I mean, she's working so hard, and she's so tired.
Oh, well, I did notice that, too.
I mean, you know, she won't even take money from Uncle Jason. She's putting up jars of fruits and vegetables to make extra money.
What, do you feel guilty about that?
Well, it's just that it's time that I went on my own. It's time that I paid my own way. I mean, Mama did it when she was 14, and so did Aunt Jo.
Josie, you have a job right here.
I just don't feel comfortable here.
Okay. I'm sorry it didn't work out.
It's not your fault.
No, but yeah, I should have been able to do something about it. Listen, I'll pick you up after work, okay?
Where are you going?
To make sure no one makes you unhappy again.
Madam never have gone.
Oh, you needed a holiday.
Some holiday. You've been busy here.
Busy. Busy? Madame Cunningham, the one from Chicago?
Yes.
She ordered the complete winter wardrobe.
Oh.
And she wants it next week.
That is impossible.
I told her so, but she wants it anyway.
All right, I'll call her as soon as I
No,
unpack.
no, Monsieur Cass. He will fix it.
Don't count on that.
Oh, he will talk charming to her, and she will wait. I have noted how he does that.
We're on our own this time, Sophie. Cass is still in Atlantic City.
Could not leave the table, sir.
I don't know what it is, but he isn't gambling.
Well, you do not know why he stays?
I don't know. And I'm beginning to think I don't even care.
Oh, but that is strange.
Oh, hey, I'd like to see Nicole.
May I be of assistance, monsieur?
Yeah.
We don't carry your size, Jason.
Well, it's not for me. It's for my niece. I bought stuff for her here before.
Well, Sophie can show you what we have in stock.
The old place looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yes, be it ever so humble.
What's that mean? Did you have an awful time, darling?
Well, I mean, I was with you, wasn't I?
Is that a yes or a no?
It's no, I did not have an awful time. It's just that I think I've lost my interest in casinos. They don't seem to have their appeal.
Good. I don't like any competition, even from casinos. I'll get it. I'll get it. Hi, Charlene.
I hope I'm not bothering
No, no, don't be silly. Come on in. You remember Mitch, don't you?
Sure, Mr. Blake.
No, Mr. Blake was my father and Mitch.
Oh, you just walked in and here I am?
It's all right, really.
You know, as a matter of fact, I was just about to put these up.
Okay, thanks, honey. There's not a problem at Tops, is there?
Well, Josie and I were talking about jobs today, and she's not too crazy about hers,
And you are not too crazy about yours, right?
How'd you guess?
Oh, I don't know. I sort of sensed this wasn't the right job for you.
Well, it's not your fault. You have been absolutely wonderful to work for.
Thank you. I treat people, I hope, the way I like to be treated.
It's just not the job for me. Now, if you ever need somebody to run a farm for you, then you call me. I'll be there in a flash.
That really is what you want to do, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Even though this isn't the greatest time for farmers, you have to do what you like.
I think you're absolutely right.
And I looked at Josie, and I see her doing a job she hates, and I think maybe it's because she sees me. Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
No. It is all right. I know exactly what you mean. Really.
Thanks. I'm going to miss working for you. And I'm going to miss the extra cash.
You want to hear my philosophy about all of that?
Please, it seems to have worked for you.
Do what you like, and the money will follow.
I hope you're right.
I am right. I'm always right. You know that.
Thank you.
Listen, I wish you luck.
Thanks very much. Bye.
The young lady, she will look freshy.
I'm sure she will. If one of them's not the right size...
Bring them back and we will make adjustment, eh bien?
Oh, thank you. You've been a big help.
And how would monsieur like to pay?
Tell Nicole to send the bill to my office if she feels nice enough to do that.
Oh, monsieur likes to make his little job, eh?
Thank you. You have been a big help.
Sophie, Jason's gone.
Oh, he just leave. You were not very kind to him.
I know. I'll call him and apologize. I know I was rude to him. I just wasn't up to dealing with him, you know?
You up to dealing with me, maybe?
Michael, I can deal with you anytime.
Hey, when'd you get back?
Just now. How's everything?
Well, it's okay.
Just okay? Nothing's wrong at home, I hope.
No. Well, have you talked to Donna lately?
I called her right before I went to Atlantic City.
She's very moody.
Because the adoption hasn't gone through yet?
Well, the welfare board is really dragging his feet.
Really? Oh, that must upset her.
It's driving us both absolutely crazy. They might try to take that boy away from us.
No. Can they really do that?
Well, I'm going to make sure that they don't. I'm going to Washington, D.C. to pull a few strings.
Must be pretty important strings,
But
huh?
they're not going to take that boy away from us, Nicole.
Well, is there anything I can do?
Funny you should mention that. That's why I stopped by. I was hoping that maybe in your spare time you could just stop by and check in on Donna, make sure she's okay.
Sure. Well, when will you be back?
Well, that depends on how I do in Washington, D.C. Look, Cass won't mind, will he?
Oh, no, I'm sure he won't.
Is he here?
No, he's still in Atlantic City.
Really? For how long?
Well, I don't know. For all I know, it could be weeks.
Does that bother you?
Of course it bothers me. But there doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it.
Table.
Is everything packed and put away?
Everything's unpacked, but, well, we'll put away later.
Well, looks like just a moment, just in time for celebration. Welcome home.
Thank you. It's nice to be home, isn't it? This is perfect. Mitch, let's sit down. There's something that I'd really like to discuss with you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, now, this may sound a little bit like it's off the wall.
I can't wait.
Oh, dear. I guess you're gonna have to wait, huh?
Hey, I'm glad you guys are home. Thanks a lot. I really have to talk to you.
Well, I'll just go put the things away.
No. I want your input on this, too.
Oh.
What is it?
Well, it's Mom as usual.
You mean she hasn't changed while I was gone?
Well, things are rough on Mac right now, and she has been putting long hours in at the office, and she still has time to bug Josie.
She's giving her a hard time.
Constantly. She never lets up.
Honey, that really doesn't sound like your mother.
Well, it's not right out in the open, but, Mom's subtler than that.
Are you sure you're not overreacting to this just a little bit?
No, I don't think so.
Can you be more specific?
Okay, Josie got the job as the receptionist at Brava, and they won't even give her a chance to do a good job.
And who are they?
Mom, Liz Matthews. They're coming down on her the whole time.
Matthew, how does Josie feel about all this?
Well, she thinks the whole office is looking down on her.
Oh, honey, I'm sure that's not true.
No, well, something is making Josie very uncomfortable there.
The problem is that your mom sees her every day, and what it does is reminds her that you're getting serious over
That is no secret to anyone.
But it's still a problem, because your mom thinks you're too young to be serious.
Well, do you share that opinion?
No, not entirely.
Good. You can talk to her then. She'll listen to you more than she will me.
No, that's not necessarily so.
What do you mean? Wait, that means you won't talk to her.
No, it doesn't mean that. I'll think about it.
That means no.
No, I'll think about it.
Dad, I was expecting a little more from you than
Well, how can I jump in the middle of this when I don't really know what's going on?
What more do you have to know?
Well, why don't we start with Josie? Why don't I meet Josie, and then you and I can talk later.
Honey, Josie's mother is not any happier about the two of you being together than your mother is.
Josie's mother does not want Josie to go out with anyone.
I think Charlene is worried that maybe you might be going too far.
I care too much about Josie to take advantage of her like that.
I know that, but you see, Charlene doesn't know you well enough to realize that about you.
Well, then you can talk to her. No, she works for you at Tops.
Well, actually, she doesn't. She quit.
Is that why she was over here today?
Yeah.
Wait, she was here?
Yes, she was. She wanted to let me know why she wouldn't be working at Tops anymore.
Oh, no.
What?
Josie just quit her job, too.
Hi.
Hey, kiddo.
What's this?
Well, why don't you just open them up and find out?
Oh, Uncle Jason. I can't believe this. That's beautiful, isn't it?
Where'd it come from?
A bunch of little elves. I think they wanted to disguise them from Josie, so they put them in these boxes and just trot them right in.
Oh, these are for me?
Yeah, check them
Maybe
out.
one big elf.
Mama, look!
I'm looking. Jason, why are you spending all this money on Josie?
I want Rachel and Liz Matthews and everybody at Bravo to know that Josie is just as good as they are.
Oh, Uncle Jason, I'm sorry. I can't take them.
Why not?
Because I quit my job today.
What is so funny about that? Charlie?
Because I quit mine today, too.
Oh, that is a laugh.
So, you better take those dresses back, because you're going to need that money to support us. Till I think of something to do.
How'd you get past the security guards?
They know I sit for Mikey sometimes. Aren't you going to say hello?
You should have called.
Would you have agreed to see me if I had?
No.
You're as rude as your brother.
Have you talked to John?
Oh, yes, we had a nice little chat. He fired me. Of course, Jason isn't going to let him get away with that.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's not my concern.
Yes, Michael, it is. I want you to make John stop harassing me.
John is not harassing you. You are harassing him.
Are you accusing me of that?
You threw yourself at me, then you threw yourself at him.
Is that what he said?
Do you deny it?
You may not look like your brother, but underneath you're both the same. You use a woman, take advantage of her, throw her away, start all over again. Well, the game stops here. You're not getting away with it this time. Neither of you.
John Hudson.
John, it's Mike. We better talk right away.
You're being awfully quiet.
Well, I'm in a reflective mood. I am the reflective type. You know that.
Are you upset about Matthew? Is that it?
No, I'm trying not to be. Oh, good.
You know, I think you're right about what you said about Josie getting to know her better. I think that's a good idea. And I think Rachel's going to think that's a... the phone. I'll get it. Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Hi. Are you back in Bay City?
No, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be for a while.
Why not?
Something's come up here.
I knew it. What is it?
Something that might help clear Mac.
Really?
Yeah, I can't go into it any further. I just called to ask you to explain to Nicole.
Nicole? What? Well, shouldn't you be explaining this to Nicole?
I tried, but she hung up as soon as she heard my voice.
Honey, what do you expect me to say to her?
Oh, you'll think of something.
Thanks a lot, pal.
Well, just put her mind at ease, will you? Tell her I'm okay and I'll be back home in a week.
Anything else you want me to do?
Yeah. Tell me something else. Has anything been worked out about the racetrack wedding?
Oh, honey, come on. You're not really serious about that?
Oh, no, I guess not. Although Wally would have been, or may even be for all we know.
Really, you think that he might really be?
Honey, if there's any justice where he is, I'm sure of it. Have you talked to Mitch about it yet?
Actually, I was trying to get up my nerve to do that very thing.
Well, if there's one thing you've always had, it's nerve.
No, well, it's failing me at this point.
Well, don't let it. I gotta run. You take good care of yourself.
You too. Listen, be careful, all right?
I will.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Mitch. You remember that thing I wanted to talk to you about, before Matthew came over?
The off-the-wall idea?
Right. I guess it is a little far out, but, it could be an awful lot of fun.
Felicia,
Yes.
what are you talking about?
Darling, how do do you feel about having a wedding that no one will ever, ever forget?
Josie sure looked upset. Boxing those clothes up.
Well, it's better than working at a job she hates.
Now, don't worry about things. I'll take care of all the expenses.
I have come up with an idea, a way to cover some of the household expenses.
I'll take care of the bills. Just don't worry about it. Relax.
But I could take in some college kids.
You want to make my house into a boarding
We have
house?
2 extra rooms upstairs.
That is the last thing I want, is a couple of rowdy kids coming in the middle of the night and they're hanging their pantyhose in my bathroom.
No pantyhose. They don't have to be rowdy. We will screen them. We will take in only the studious, the quiet types. Around supper, we will have wonderful conversations about music and books and great ideas.
That's the last thing I want in my life. Thank you.
No, it'll be good for you. It will make your mind fit for decent company.
Sharp. Hey, partner, I thought we were through for the day.
Something's come up.
What?
Chris barged in on Mike, making wild accusations about him and me.
Does that surprise you, huh?
Yeah, you bet it does.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have fired her then.
Mike said that she told him you gave her job back.
That's right. You can't fire employees without consulting me first. That is what a partnership's all about.
Let me tell you something. You take sides with her against me and you can find yourself a new partner. Because I'm through.
Catch back-to-back Classic Days episodes this Sunday night at 7, part of SoapNet's Days Decathlon.